Introduction: the ride of your life and maybe your last. Imagine the scene: a packed train, overflowing with people inside and out. Now picture young men, fearless and full of adrenaline, clambering onto the roof and sides as it hurtles through the countryside. This isn't a movie stunt. This is a reality in Bangladesh. Train surfing, as it's known, is a dangerous game played by those seeking thrills, a way to travel when there's no space inside, or sometimes just for the sheer audacity of it. In this video, we're going to take you step by step through understanding this unbelievable phenomenon. We'll explore why it happens, the risks involved, and the stories of the people who do it. We're not just showing you the spectacle. We're digging deeper to bring you a comprehensive and insightful look at surfing Bangladesh's most dangerous trains. Get ready for a ride you won't soon forget. Step 1. Setting the scene. Bangladesh and its railways. To truly grasp the concept of train surfing in Bangladesh, we first need to understand the context. Bangladesh is a densely populated country with a vast, but often overcrowded railway network. Trains are a vital mode of transport, connecting communities across the nation. However, the sheer number of people needing to travel often exceeds the capacity of the trains. This leads to a situation where carriages are packed beyond belief, with people spilling out of doorways and even clinging to the roofs and sides. This overcrowding isn't just an inconvenience. It's a daily reality for many, and it's the primary reason why train surfing, in its most basic form, even exists. People sometimes resort to riding on the outside simply because there's no room inside. Step 2. What exactly is train surfing? Now, let's define what we mean by train surfing in this context. It's not about riding a surfboard behind a train. Instead, it involves individuals deliberately climbing onto the exterior of a moving train, the roof, the sides, the connecting buffers between carriages, and holding on as it travels. Some might sit on the roof, others might hang off the sides, and some even attempt more daring feats, like jumping between carriages. It's a display of incredible balance and nerve, but it's also fraught with peril. The reasons for doing it vary. For some, as mentioned, it's a necessity due to overcrowding. For others, particularly young men, it's seen as a thrill-seeking activity, a way to show off, or even a form of rebellion. Step 3. The dangers, a high-stakes game. Let's be absolutely clear. Train surfing is incredibly dangerous. The risks involved are severe and can lead to life-altering injuries or even death. Think about it. You're on a fast-moving vehicle with nothing but your grip to keep you from falling. Here are some of the major dangers. Falls. This is the most obvious risk. A sudden jolt, a loss of balance, or even a momentary lapse in concentration can send someone tumbling off the train onto the tracks or the rough terrain beside them. These falls can result in broken bones, head injuries, and fatalities. Collisions. Trains pass close to each other and to stationary objects like bridges, tunnels, and overhead wires. Someone riding on the roof or sides is at serious risk of being struck by these obstacles. Electrocution. Overhead power lines are common on many railway networks, including in Bangladesh. Coming into contact with these high-voltage lines can be instantly fatal. Derailment. While less directly related to the act of surfing, a train derailment would put everyone on and around the train at extreme risk. Getting crushed. Those riding between carriages risk being crushed if the train breaks suddenly or goes over uneven tracks. It's crucial to understand that these aren't hypothetical risks. Accidents happen, and the consequences can be devastating. Step 4. Why do they do it? Exploring the motivations. Despite the obvious dangers, train surfing persists. To understand why, we need to look at the various motivations behind it. Necessity due to overcrowding. As mentioned earlier, this is a significant factor. When trains are packed to capacity, some people feel they have no other option but to ride on the outside to reach their destination. This is particularly true for those traveling long distances or during peak travel times. Thrill-seeking and adrenaline. For some, especially younger individuals, Train surfing is purely about the thrill. It's a dangerous act that provides a rush of adrenaline and a sense of excitement. It can be seen as a way to test their limits and feel alive. Social status and peer pressure. In some communities, train surfing might be seen as a display of bravery or toughness. There can be a degree of social status associated with it, particularly among peer groups. Young men might engage in it to impress their friends or gain respect. Financial constraints. While not always the primary reason for riding on the roof, sometimes people might try to avoid paying fares by riding outside, although ticket collectors often still try to reach them. A sense of freedom and rebellion. For some, riding on the roof of a train might represent a sense of freedom and a rejection of societal norms or restrictions. It can be a way to feel unbound and in control, even amidst a chaotic situation. It's important to note that the motivations can be complex and can vary from person to person. It's often a combination of these factors that leads individuals to take such risks. Step 5. Witnessing the act. What does it look like? Imagine standing beside the tracks as a train approaches. You hear the rumble and the whistle, and then you see it, a mass of people clinging to every available space, including the roof and sides. Some are sitting calmly, holding on to whatever they can find. Others are more daring, shifting positions, or even waving to onlookers. The speed of the train makes the whole scene even more precarious. Dust and wind whip around them as they pass. It's a breathtaking and unsettling sight. You might see young boys with wide grins, seemingly unfazed by the danger, while older individuals hold on with a more serious and determined expression. The sheer number of people riding outside can be astonishing, a visual testament to the overcrowding issues and the extent of this practice. Step 6. The perspectives of the surfers. Voices from the outside. To truly understand this phenomenon, we need to hear from the people who actually do it. While it can be challenging to get in-depth interviews due to the inherent risks and potential legal repercussions, snippets of conversations and observations can offer valuable insights. Some might talk about the necessity of it, saying they wouldn't be able to get home or to work otherwise. Others might speak of the thrill and the sense of adventure. You might hear stories of close calls and accidents they've witnessed or even experienced themselves. It's important to remember that these are individuals with their own stories and reasons, even if their actions seem reckless to an outsider. Their perspectives can provide a crucial human element to this dangerous practice. Step 7. The authorities' response. Efforts to curb train surfing. The railway authorities in Bangladesh are well aware of the dangers of train surfing and have taken measures to try and prevent it. These efforts can include public awareness campaigns, posters, announcements, and media campaigns are often used to educate people about the risks involved and to discourage train surfing. Increased security. Railway police and security personnel are often deployed at stations and along the tracks to try and stop people from climbing onto the outside of trains. Fines and penalties. There are laws in place that prohibit train surfing, and individuals caught doing it can face fines or other penalties. Improving train capacity. In the long term, efforts to increase the number of trains and the capacity of existing ones can help to alleviate overcrowding, which is a major underlying cause of the issue. Physical barriers. In some areas, barriers or fences might be erected to make it more difficult to access the sides and roofs of trains. Despite these efforts, train surfing remains a persistent problem, highlighting the complex interplay of necessity, thrill-seeking, and the sheer scale of the railway network. Step 8. The broader socio-economic context. Train surfing in Bangladesh isn't just an isolated phenomenon. It's intertwined with the broader socio-economic realities of the country. High population density, limited infrastructure, and economic disparities all contribute to the overcrowding of trains and the desperation that leads some to take such risks. Understanding these underlying factors is crucial to grasping the complexity of the issue. Simply labeling it as reckless behavior overlooks the often difficult circumstances that push people to these extremes. Addressing the root causes, such as improving transportation infrastructure and creating more economic opportunities, is essential for finding long-term solutions.